is removed. Michigan City police say 2 men were threatened with a gun by someone at a gas station on East Michigan Boulevard Saturday morning, but they were not injured. What did take damage, though, was the police station in Northwest Indiana, including the main lobby door and a window. No other people or buildings were harmed. Indiana Fever take on the Chicago Sky at 3 o'clock this afternoon. News time, 11:04. Your forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Another heat advisory in place for today. Partly cloudy skies. Isolated rain chances in the morning become more scattered in the afternoon. Not everyone gets rain. High temperatures in the upper 80s. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
I'm Jake McDaniel on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling. A familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off or schedule a pickup, and you'll put cash in your pocket. Ray's Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling. A familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Okay, I'm going to go now.
Oh, now?
Wait.
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
And
Hi,
now you're
everybody.
not.
Ready, fire, aim.
Good morning to you and welcome. It is race day in Indy, Brickyard 400 out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 2 o'clock. This is the first day show, and I'm Terri Stacy along with Denny Smith.
Good morning, darling.
Morning.
Don't forget that sweet child over on the board. that
Let's
doesn't like
go. I'm excited for some more racing. It's been a fun
introduce
weekend.
you. We didn't get to say your name.
it. Oh, Kielynn May Talley.
Oh, well, thanks. Thank
All
you.
the way from Colorado.
Yeah, oh, just for you guys.
I
Every
know.
weekend.
You're the best.
I take a direct flight, jump on my
I know
private
she
jet,
does.
just for you.
Private jet.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I missed that part.
It is. This is pretty cool about today. Today NASCAR? Whether you care about it or you don't, I don't know. But Indiana native Chase Briscoe is sitting on the pole, and this kind of feels like I think it was 20 years ago that Tony. I think does he drive for Tony Stewart?
I do not know.
Well, maybe I have all of it
drives
wrong.
for Joe.
Joe Gibbs is his
That's
boss.
it.
So
That's
Tony
it.
Stewart. Maybe his boss. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm all wrong.
You're asking the
But
wrong people.
Anyway, I'm really happy for this young man, Chase Briscoe, sitting on the pole for today. He is a huge Colts fan. Maybe you saw him out. He took his little 3-year-old kid out to Colts camp this week on
If
Wednesday.
you missed it, here's a little bit of it.
Oh.
Bought a replica helmet before, but not a legit one. That's sick. What's up, man? How are you, Chase?
All right, Mike.
Yeah, man. Nice to meet you. This is Brooks.
Hey, buddy.
Say hey.
This is for you.
I appreciate it. I gotta have you sign it. I'm a big Colts guy. I grew up in Indiana, so.
Absolutely.
Then we got part of the car for you. This is from our All-Star race.
Heck yeah. This is going up in the garage right
Yeah,
now.
heck
Trading
yeah.
some sports memorabilia. That's
With who?
pretty awesome.
Who was he talking
With
to?
Michael Pittman Jr.
Oh, with Michael Pittman Jr.
So we got a
Very
helmet
cool.
from him and then gave him a piece of his car that he drove.
Love it.
In the All-Star.
I love it.
Pretty
I like
elite.
it. You know, not since Jeff Gordon have we really had somebody that's really standing out again and again and again
Right.
and again. So it's cool to see the Indiana
I
kids
agree.
coming in.
And on the pole, so you know what? Maybe he's got a great chance. He's got a great chance, and that would be really cool to see him win that. Cookie Monster is your grand marshal. Just had a press conference at 10:30, so he's your grand marshal.
What was
It's going to be a little warm for Cookie Monster today.
Yeah, they're
out and about, but he's your, and that's cool. The kids will love him, and I'm sure he's got cookies. Pascal Siakam is going to be driving the pace car super cool again that way. So if you're going out, I mean, some of these festivities, and you're going to be able to watch this too if you don't head out there in the heat. But boy, if you were out there yesterday, brutal. I mean, so very brutal. But Savannah Bananas car was out there, and that made me really happy.
Oh, and speaking of the Savannah Bananas,
I
did you
love
see where
them.
Joey got the Savannah
Joey
Banana hot
Logano.
dogs? No.
Joey who? Joey.
Joey Chestnut.
Oh, Joey Chestnut.
He won the banana hot dog contest, and he stuffed them down. I guess it's a banana fixed like a hot dog that you would at the ballpark, and it was some opening. Maybe
I didn't know.
It was in
I didn't know
Philadelphia.
about that story.
It was. They're harder than hot dogs. I'll just say that.
I love.
Oh, I could. Yeah, that's not. You can't just dunk them in water and.
No, and melt them away.
You can't.
No.
Well, anyway, it should be pretty cool. This past week, it truly was. Denny, and for you too, and Kielynn, this was the hottest week I can ever remember.
It was pretty hot.
Yesterday was truly the hottest day I can remember. It was so hot. And, I started thinking about, we had roofers that were out working on a house next door to us this past week. Roofers, firefighters. Think of all of those that are out there. Construction workers.
Normally the roofers will start really early. They'll notify all the neighbors. They'll
all
start
day,
like
though,
5
they were
or
there.
6 o'clock in the morning. But oh man,
Man, and it's just so very, very, very hot. Hottest you've ever been, Denny?
probably at scout camp when we pitched our tents in the sun, and it was July like this, and there was no reprieve. I mean, you just roasted.
When you haven't been as hot as that particular day. Kielynn?
2 years ago, I was playing in a soccer league pickup game before the Indy 11's Boys in Blue game, and the turf just made it light up. We were burning up. We were taking breaks every 5 minutes because we were all exhausted.
Well, just
burning up.
Mr. Obvious. What the hell are you doing playing on thin conditions? Stop playing!
We were trying to be as good as those boys in blue.
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh.
They're out there
That's
today.
not easy. Terry, how about you?
It would be truly sitting at a race in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee Mile, their state fairgrounds.
That used to be
it
the
was
race
somebody in
after.
front of us had one of those little temperature gauges and held it up, and it was 101 sitting in this metal stands. It was brutal. Anyway, stay cool. Whatever you're doing today, stay hydrated. You know all this stuff, and please watch after your pets and your friends, your neighbors, your senior citizens that are in the neighborhood. Watch out for everybody because there's no relief in sight until next Friday when it's going to get as high as 78 when the fair opens. How about that? Not bad at all. We've got a really special guest coming up, Kielynn, coming up. Happy Gilmore will join us.
The real
Happy
life.
Gilmore will talk to us next on the first day. Thanks for being here. 93 WIBC.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis.
But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one.
Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of dicks!
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school? It's
It's getting terrible
$75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333 grand.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Let them see the happy I fell in love with.
Come on, you got to do it, Dad.
All right, let's go. Let's go get him, Dad. But how about the jig?
I know how to do it, Dad. Let's go. Oh, that ain't got this.
I feel like it's just going to be very similar to the first one.
Well, sure it is. Sure it is. 1996 is when that first one came out. Happy Gilmore 2, the sequel, it has finally made its way to the masses on Netflix. It dropped on Friday. Maybe you've watched it already. Maybe you plan to. But joining us now is the real Happy Gilmore, Landon James Gilmore. He's the 19-year-old sensational golfer at Ball State University. And we are so glad that you're here with us. How are you, Happy?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're good. Are you back in school yet? Are you back in on? Are you back yet? I guess at Ball State.
No. I move into my apartment August 1st, and then I have another tournament, and then like season and all that fun stuff starts August 15th.
Okay. Okay. So really, what is it? 190 miles an hour? You can hit the ball.
What?
I've done that one time. So
190 miles an hour. That's an Indy car, just on a pace lap. I mean, it's just amazing. That's everything about speed. I turned to that. I turned to IndyCar. That is amazing. You did that one time. Have you been playing a lot of golf this summer?
I have. I hurt my knee last Friday, so I haven't played really for a week. But up until that point, I was playing pretty much every day.
Okay.
Share with us how you got the nickname.
Yeah.
Because I understand it, somebody just yelled it out. Can you tell us the story how you got happy for this nickname?
Yeah, so when I was younger, like 8, 9 years old, I won a long drive contest at this golf tournament I was playing in. And it's on Father's Day weekend, and so that Sunday for Father's Day, they always have like a big like dinner. And that's when they give out the awards because they have a parent-child event, long drive contest. I think they have a putting contest and maybe like something else. And during the banquet, when they gave out the awards and they announced me for the long drive, some random guy just yelled out like "Happy Gilmore," and I have no idea who did it to this day. And yeah, that guy yelling it out kind of started the nickname around there, and then like just as time went on, it just grew to what it is now.
I think it's precious.
I did too.
My dad's nickname was Snuffy, and we still don't know how he got the name Happy. But you can imagine being said.
Right. He's a plumber. He was a
He's
plumber.
a plumber. That's right. Well, has anybody, as you teed off, what was it in that movie? You suck, you jack. Well, I cannot sure I can say it.
Careful.
Have they ever said that when you tee off?
Yeah, I've heard that a couple times.
Just laugh it off. It's meant in affection,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm sure it's.
Oh, I thought it was hilarious. Most of the time, it's usually people that I know, but there's been like one time where it was a person I had no idea who it was.
You've had a lovely spotlight around you, not just because of the name, but because you are good at golf. You play for a Division I golf team, but you have gotten a lot of traction with it, even to the point where Adam Sandler retweeted when you committed to Ball State. Adam Sandler did. He said, "Go get him, Happy, pulling for you." Talk about this momentum that you've gained and the experience that you've had around your golf journey with this.
Well, I've made sure that I play better because I learned that even if I play bad, it'll find its way to Twitter, and then I get messages that I'm not very good, which is always fun.
Yeah.
But it's definitely taken me some cool places because of, with like the whole NIL and stuff and the name. Like I've gotten opportunities to do stuff that probably wouldn't have been able to do, which I'm very lucky for that. But yeah, I mean, I think I try not to worry about it too much and just go play, but it definitely adds some motivation where it's like, well, if you're going to rock this name, you kind of need to make sure you're playing well. So let's go practice a little harder today.
So what are you studying in school?
Just business.
Oh, no. Don't
Business
say
and
just
leadership.
business. Say business with a smile on your face, Happy. Business is the key to so much in life, even in golf, son. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Happy Gilmore. and his real name is Landon Gilmore, 19-year-old golfer. You've seen him everywhere. As he mentioned, he had some great endorsement deals that came his way. When did you first fall in love with golf? Were you a little kid?
Yeah, so I got my first set of like real metal clubs on my first birthday.
Oh my god!
And then I would just go out and play with my dad. And so since I could walk, I've kind of just never fell out of the love of the game.
Yeah, that's cool. But you don't necessarily want to make that a career, it sounds like.
No, I do.
Amen.
I do.
Denny, that was with a smile. That one was quite happy. Hey, could you tell us about, you're also using it to go along with a Happy Gilmore trend that's going around with True Green. I know surface level about this. Can you tell us about True Green and what they're doing to benefit?
Yeah, so True Green is a grass and like lawn care and company, and they do a lot of stuff with the PGA Tour, and then they do a lot of stuff with the First Tee program. And so we kind of partnered to start the Happy Swing Challenge, which is essentially it's kind of like the cold bucket challenge where you dump water on your friend's head. That kind of circled a while ago. So it's like that, but you do the Happy Swing because of the movie. We kind of thought it'd be like kind of, just cool timing-wise. And so any person that would do the Happy Swing and use hashtag True Green Happy Drive, True Green would donate $1. And before the challenge even started, they donated $250,000 to the First Tee.
Oh my gosh!
Wow,
that's
so
really
that whole
cool.
entire thing, yeah. So everything that happened with that, any money that was raised went straight to the First Tee program.
Wow, I love that. I really do. You really have found a way to to connect also by giving back for the good fortune that you've had. I really love that. Again, Happy Gilmore is with us. We wanted to talk to him because the sequel, Happy Gilmore 2, just dropped on, is that what we say, Kielynn? Is that the right words?
Yeah, sure. You're down with the...
Thank you.
Yep,
Just
sure.
dropped
It just dropped on Netflix.
Netflix on Friday. And there is, if you don't know, there really is a Happy Gilmore that plays golf, 19 years young at Ball State, and been doing it obviously since he was 1. So, and he's got this incredible, you've got a lot of attention because of that 190 mile an hour that you have.
Landon, you have
Amazing.
you have 19 popsicle seasons going here. What keeps you humble, son? What keeps you humble?
I had to
Because
wonder what the popsicle season meant, but now I got it.
Summertime.
Yeah. Thank you.
He knew what it meant.
Okay,
but,
I didn't.
I mean, here you are. You've got all of this notoriety coming at you. What do you do to stay humble, buddy?
I think that just comes back to the way I was raised a little bit. I go practice and I do all my stuff, and then I try to just let my game, I guess, talk in a sense. But also, too, when you have some of the friends I do, they'll try and humble you the best they can.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll trash talk here and there and all that. But I think it just comes back to the way I was raised, really.
You're a little bit like, I think I've read an article before where you are, but it's just who you are. There are similarities between you and Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler, right? I mean, you're fun. There's a lot to you that is just like him, and you don't feel like you need to change that because you're not trying to emulate him. That's just who you are. Is that kind of right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both kind of just the not average golfers and don't really quite care. We kind of just do what we want, and whatever people think of us is how they think of us.
Right. I've liked that on the golf course too. I've actually played in snow boots before. I've actually been taken off of golf courses before because of me not following rules. I wore jeans one time on a golf course. They didn't like that. I didn't know. I'm not a golfer. But you get invited to golf. Happy, we get invited to golf tournaments often and asked to play in foursomes.
We have one coming up.
And so, if you invite me, you're going to get what I am, and that is I'm a snow boot wearing a jean person. So
well, Happy,
anyway.
have you ever met Adam Sandler?
I've never met him, no.
Have you talked to him?
No. The only real interaction we've had is just when he reposted my Twitter or my tweet.
Would you ever want to? Is that something that you are interested in, or is it more of just you'd rather meet an actual golfer?
I think everyone wants to meet Adam Sandler, for being honest.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean,
I think it'd be fun. I bet he's really. I
Yeah.
hope he is. I mean, there's an expectation there. You want him to be kind of, just what we see on screen.
He's a down-to-earth person, and so
Yeah.
are you. And I'm thankful for it that
Yeah.
you're right
So-
here in our state.
So do college athletes, do they have managers or do they have agents? Have you been contacted for agency?
I have been contacted by him, but it would be kind of pointless and I don't want to say a waste of money, but it would essentially just be a waste of money for me to pay for a manager, because right now I can do pretty much everything myself with a few of the friends that I have that kind of do some stuff to that already. I do know that, like, your bigger, like big time basketball and big time football players, they'll have them. But I mean, for me personally, it just kind of be pointless.
Be yourself, son.
Yeah.
You've got it. You've got it down. Good for you.
Have you seen the new Happy Gilmore movie?
I have.
And so give it a rating. How many stars?
So I watched it with two of my roommates, and we gave it about like a 7.5. We thought most of the movie was really good. We just thought that they could have ended it maybe a little bit better.
Oh, man, not the ending again. God.
Well, you got to wait till the ending to see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Oh.
Hey, Happy Gilmore, thank you. Thank you for talking to us today. Happy Gilmore, Landon Gilmore is his name, Ball State University golfer and really good guy. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
We're
Good luck always, buddy.
Truly.
Always.
And again,
Thank
for
you,
what you're
guys.
doing. Thank you a lot. Have a great rest of your summer and a good year at school. We'll talk to you again, I hope, sometime soon.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Okay, see you later.
Good reminder to go follow him on Facebook, Instagram, all of the platforms to check out like the True Green Challenge. Denny, we should make you do the True Green Challenge. I bet you could have a pretty nice drive. We'll have to see.
The only thing I do with grass is mow it. Okay.
But just stay in touch with all that Landon is doing, and along with some of the partnerships that he'll have in the future. He had one with Arby's with the birdies and beef collection. So many fun things happening for Happy, and we're happy that he stopped by.
Absolutely. All right, coming up, we've got an Indy native that truly emerges from tragedy to become a nationally celebrated restaurateur, and she just won an award. In fact, the documentary about this individual just won an award with Indy Short. So you'll hear that conversation Kielynn and I had with Chef Lisa Dahl, who went to North Central, if you're thinking that name sounds familiar. We'll do that after the news, right here on 93 WIBC.
Here's a
It's 11:35. Terri Stacy, Denny Smith, Kielynn Talley. Race day in Indy, but there are other things going on too, like Indy shorts. Lisa Dahl, you know that name? She was raised here in Indy, went to North Central High School, had a son, left Indy, and then found great success in the restaurant business after his tragic death. And her story is being told in a documentary that actually does it debut today, or has it been out there, Kielynn?
It technically debuts, well, she's been in other festivals, but it debuts in Indy today with the Indiana Spotlight 1 block that you can watch today in person.
Indy Shorts Film Festival. Kielynn and I had a chance to meet Chef Dahl. We loved her, fell in love with her immediately when she arrived back home in Indiana on Thursday.
Terry, I'm so excited to be here. I'm
so glad
jumping
you're
out of my
here.
skin.
Oh my
the
gosh.
Indianapolis Circle, the film festival. I'm beside myself with excitement.
Welcome home.
Oh,
I mean, I know you've been out there a long time, but welcome home.
it's like almost feels like a rebirth. I feel like I'm I can't even explain the excitement I have. Just the anticipation of coming here and seeing all the changes that I hear about. But the evolution, I hear so much through my friends, my family, and one of my brother Jay's, he comes back often and he tells me about all the great new places, and I can hardly wait to see everything. I lived in Carmel for a number of years before I moved down to southern Indiana, and it was just starting to blossom. But now everyone tells me I won't even know Carmel when I see it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
yes, but I hear they're beautiful. I've seen photos, of course. I mean, it's nationally recognized in a way because of the beauty of the way that they did the roundabouts. But, you know, I had a record store in Carmel when I was very young. I did. I had a record store called Blue River. And it was on Main Street, and everyone said, you will never be able to figure out where that place was for the life of you. I lived in my record store when I was a young mom. And we lived in the back of the record store for a very short period of time, but we were in love with records and music and still are. And it was so fun. It was such a cool record store also.
You know, Kielynn, did you have a question? I'm sorry.
I'm curious about the inspiration that Indiana had on now your culinary journey tied in.
I love that question, Kylie, because, you know, I say I'm from the heartland, and Indiana is the heartland. And that's kind of a tie-in with the Heartland Film Festival. But quite honestly, I talk about that a lot because growing up in Indianapolis, the quality of the food I was fortunate to have in my youth was what I am preparing now in my Latin steakhouse. We grew up having, on special occasions, great steak. Of course, the best of potatoes, the best of tomatoes, and the best of corn. And so barbecuing, as you know, I've been on Bobby Flay. I've got a burger joint that we grill on wood. It was always about keeping the food simple at the highest level of quality.
I want you to know that I learned something off air, and that is that you didn't learn to cook from your mom necessarily, right?
Not really.
Mom was in a whole nother world, right? And as far as what
she was a good cook. Mom was a good cook. Rest her peace. I mean, and she also would bust me all the time about if my lasagna wasn't as good as hers or something. She was a good cook, but she was a career woman and an entrepreneur. And I have to just say, though, we all look up to women entrepreneurs, of course. And when I think of my mother being an entrepreneur starting at like the age of 18, she had her first clothing stores and they were famous. And we could do a whole segment about this because I grew up with my mother is Dorothy.
You guys, her mom was Dorothy.
My
Do you
mom
remember
is
Dorothy's?
Dorothy. And so
do you
I
all
would
remember that?
Yes, and the shtick that we did on the radio back in the day, my dad wrote these incredibly ingenious commercials that really kind of put us on the map that were based around him being a henpecked husband. My wife is Dorothy. I ought to know.
Yes.
And Chris Connors was one of my dad's best buds. And Chris Connors, who I adored, we'd get into this studio, put on our headphones. Sometimes I would get to come with a girlfriend, and Dad would write all the copy of the, they could be 30 second or 60. I think they're 60 seconds back in those days. And we would end them with, well, I should know because my mother is Dorothy.
I remember it. We're going to find that spot for all of you to hear.
But there's something about Indiana and Indianapolis, it never leaves your soul. So once, it might sound corny, but once a Hoosier, always a Hoosier. That kind of brings tears to my eyes because even though I've not lived here for so long, it's the soul of the people. Yeah. When you're in Indianapolis and in the state, there's a warmth in people. And that is what I think has actually, in many ways, transpired to my success in my business in Sedona, which is, it's about hospitality. And it's hospitality, Hoosier hospitality. You can't really take that out of someone. And I think it's ingrained in you. And that is what makes people want to come back more and more.
This is Chef Lisa Dahl, and there is a brand new documentary that you're going to be able to see during the Indy Shorts Film Festival this week. The film is called Blessed by Grace. She opened her first restaurant, Dahl and DeLuca, in 1995. You found your way to Sedona, and I know this is part of the story, and you'll see this, but you landed in Sedona because of true heartbreak. Son Justin,
yes,
who was doing something very heroic when he lost his life.
Yes.
At just 24 years old.
Yeah. I think that people will be really engaged in the film and they will know more about those details through the film. I could never want to say that it's a silver lining. It may be even hard to hear myself say that, but through my son giving his life, through engaging in a street robbery, he has enabled me through his love and his brilliance to come through and touch the lives of so many people through the most unfathomable tragedy that any parent will ever face. And it's what keeps me going, is knowing that my mission is to make him proud in everything I do. I dedicate everything to him. He comes through me. And I really believe that we're like a pilot and a co-pilot. You know, I might get an idea, even of a new soup. You know, it sounds crazy, but sometimes Justin is telling me to make that soup. As a matter of fact, in one of my cookbooks, you'll see a soup that I name as Sopa di Justino because it recreates a memory of a restaurant that we used to love to go to try to figure out how they made this incredible Mexican chicken soup that was indescribable. And we would go there together when we lived in Marin County, and we would have to get the soup because we'd have to figure out how are they getting that flavor. And I, of course, named it after Justin, but it's the memories, cellular memories from our childhood and from our youth that I think stay with us when we become chefs, that we want to recreate that joy for others. It's a lifetime mission almost for me now, 30 years as a restaurateur and as a self-taught chef, just trying to recreate memories for people in honor of my son.
One of the things that you talk through is strength, and that's something that you've needed to have throughout your whole journey, and that's something you mentioned in your cookbook. You talk about how Justin always said, "May the force be with you."
I actually named the publishing company that we have, we're self-published, as Forza, and that means strength and courage in Italian. In Arizona, with a large Hispanic group of employees, it's fuerte. Those words really speak to me, the strength. I can't say that I know how to make strength. I feel like I've been given a gift through Justin, through my higher power, of choosing to be strong under adversity, but also be vulnerable at the same time.
Chef Lisa Dahl, and I should mention, two-time featured chef at the James Beard House, twice recognized by the Arizona Restaurant Association as top chef and food pioneer, and honored with the Best Chefs of America Hall of Fame in 2019. Appeared on Food Paradise, as we mentioned earlier, and beat Bobby Flay. We have these two fantastic cookbooks, The Elixir of Life and A Romance with Food. She has 5 5. How many restaurants? 6?
6.
6 restaurants. Do you think you'll ever come to Indianapolis or Indiana?
I have a scheme, and if it's meant to be, it'll be, but I have a concept that I think would be great here. I think any of our restaurants would be fabulous in this town as it is booming and has so many great new restaurants that I'm dying to try, but I also think that it's reinventing itself as we speak in a way that, who knows, maybe there could be a restaurant in the future. People think I'm crazy enough with 6, and I think I've lost my mind, but what the hell? Bring it on, baby. Loved my childhood here and love being back right now.
Well, you know what? Our palates have gotten better since you left. And now we're willing to try all kinds of food.
Not
And-
just the pork tenderloin?
That's not just a pork tenderloin or a bowl of mac and cheese. Welcome back, and we're glad to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
She just
you.
made my week. I love this. I am moving back, damn it.
It's 11:46. Again, Chef Lisa Dahl. The film is being seen today. She is here in town and will be on the red carpet, I believe. And Kielynn, with more information. What is it?
She was the Hoodox Indiana Spotlight Award winner. That is one of the spotlights for the Indiana films. I think that's a wonderful award. It is a great film. Terry, you've watched it too. It's worth the watch. Go watch it.
Absolutely.
Indiana Spotlight 1 block. Go watch it.
Yep. Or if you've not, I mean, you can. It's streaming.
That's fair. IndyShorts.org. You can get your streaming link.
There you go. It's 11:46. Denny Smith's coming up. What you got, Denny?
Well, are we going to grow our way out of this mess, or are we just digging deeper? What do they say? That if you're in a hole, stop digging. We're going to talk about this.
Let it grow. Let
Denny,
it grow.
Yeah.
Denny Smith next with Dollars and Cents right here on the first day. 93 WIBC.
It's a first-class operation.
I'm so distracted
I'm sorry
today.
to call you.
You guys are supposed to be
I
singing.
know. Oh, that's right.
Ungrateful.
I love it when you sing. It's a highlight of my week.
Start it over, Kielynn.
Oh,
No,
okay,
don't.
okay,
You
okay,
don't have
okay,
to start over.
Yeah.
Ready?
Here we go.
Are we ready?
Okay, here we go. Yep.
You said first class. Here you go.
I love it when you humiliate me publicly.
You've got a friend in Denny. You've got a friend in Denny.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Is that up to standard?
That's better.
Well, we redid this for you, Denny. You better have something
Listen now.
good coming.
When you hear me talking about
Just
this
remember what your friend Denny said.
$34 trillion question coming at you. Are you ready, ladies?
Ready.
A what? How many?
$34 trillion.
That we can win.
That's a lot.
So I read an article this week by
Cool, Terry.
somebody that's not related to me, but he's a really good guy. He's Charles Hugh Smith. He's an economist and he's a writer and he's
And
just
he's a Smith.
Yeah, he's a Smith. There you go.
He's got to be smart.
But he asked the question, can we really get out of this debt and stagflation thing with any hope of growth in any of the economies? And it's not just the United States. You know, it's Japan and most of Europe. The politicians are really giving us a bad cup of soup here. So he listed 8 things, and I'm going to go through them just so you can see how economists look at things, real economists, not these dime store bozos that are in Washington, D.C. and all the think tanks. First, the demographics don't lie. My generation, the baby boomers, Terry, I think you were the end of the baby boomers.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that about right?
Yes, sir.
First of all, retirees are booming, but birth rates, not so much. So there's nobody to replace us. You know, it's like a pig in a python. After World War II, everybody came home and started making babies. Well, now the next generations aren't making babies. So this idea of fewer workers and more benefits, that's a lot of hogwash. And Kielynn's generations and the
Look what
ones
she
around
did
her.
with that pig, hog. He
Hog.
put it, tied it all together. It's very good.
And let me go on to the second thing.
No, what
This-
about my generation? I want to hear about
You're
mine.
going to have to pay for us, snot-nosed baby boomers, and that's the problem. But let's talk about the systems we rely on. They're all old. Most of the systems, I mean, the air traffic control system, that was developed when Elvis was alive. Okay, think about how long ago that was.
Well, it
and
doesn't feel like it was long ago at all.
well, the only clouds back then, and government doesn't think that way. The only clouds were in the sky. Well, now we've got a different thing, and our systems are old. And to think that we can, you know, through progression or through efficiency, get out of this, I don't get it. And then the spending shifts with age. My generation, what are we worried about? We're worried about 4 o'clock dinners, and we're worried about getting up in the morning. I mean, we're not worried about iPhones or concert tickets or anything like that.
True.
So we're not spending money like we used to. Here's the fourth thing. Our big fix, you ready for it, has always been, and Kielynn, don't you ever dare do this, our big fix is always borrowing. The government, if they want to do something, they borrow money.
Why not get in more debt?
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't matter whether you're Joe Biden, whether you're Obama, or whether you're Donald J. Trump. Everybody adds more money to it, and that's nonsense.
And so, Denny, when we look back in history, when did we not have debt?
We did not have debt in the 1800s and in the early 1900s. Ever since we've had the Federal Reserve, that's when 1913 is the answer. After 1913, we've had all this debt. Well, here's the bureaucratic beast. Speaking of the Federal Reserve, they got 6,000 PhDs. Now, give me a frickin' break. What do we need 6,000 bean counters at the Federal Reserve who can't even, you know, look at America the way it is right now and say, by God, we need to lower interest rates? This is crazy who these knucklehead bureaucrats are. Am I getting fired up
no,
here?
Yes, you are, but you should. I think people should be.
Well,
fired
wait
up
do you
about
hear
stuff.
this one? 6, the debt snowball is really starting to take off. And a debt snowball is when we borrow more and more and more. And, of course, then the interest rates go up. You have to pay more and more. We're paying over you ready for this? We're paying $1 trillion plus. I think it's $1.3 trillion a year in interest. This is just nuts.
And so what? So I thought we were great again.
No, well, we're doing good with what we've got.
I mean, I don't understand.
It's like, well, you're trying to make filet mignon out of bologna.
This is why I only care about 4 o'clock dinner.
The solutions we keep hearing about now, and we talked about it last week, stable coins, digital magic beans. What a bunch of happy hogwash.
Well,
Sorry,
we can't
Gilmore.
do that for our own personal.
Well-
you talk about that for us. Don't get a credit card if you're already in.
Exactly.
Don't get on the snowball.
So this Charles Hugh Smith, he says, is pulling the levers of financial engineering enough to grow our way out of stagflation and debt? No, it's not possible. Better technology will help, but we've got to change some things. The good economic fantasy that growth will come galloping in on a white horse. Yeah, right. Yeah, we're headed toward penury. Do you know what penury? This is your word for the day. Penury?
I don't know.
Can you spell it?
You're good. Penury.
Okay.
Okay, you want to know what it is?
I do.
Extreme poverty or destitution usually comes after maxing out your national credit card and skipping out on the bill. You know, hope is not a fiscal strategy. And I've about had it with these politicians. I'm glad those fellows are no longer in Congress during August. Yeah, good riddance, boys. What have you done for it? And girls, what have you done for us? So that's your economic reality check for the week. Just don't try to pay for it with a crypto card or government IOUs.
Some Sunday positivity
from Denny Smith.
Here's what he said. Aging population, massive debt, rising interest rates. It's the cautionary tale wrapped in a sushi roll.
Okay,
I like sushi.
I like sushi too, but it's expensive.
Not like that.
Denny's going to go and have maybe a nice...
Do you need some ice
nice
cream?
To drink, something
ice cream would work.
Maybe a Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Or a popsicle. You said it was popsicle.
Popsicle's easy.
And then we'll be back.
You heard it here first.
Thank you, Denny.
We've got some more stuff to celebrate. Stick
Coming
with
up
us.
Next hour, 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Michael Shea.
It appears to be a standard folding knife style weapon.
The sheriff says the attack appears to be at random. Fox's Jill Nato has more.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer said her office was in contact with police about the news, saying our thoughts are with the victims and the community reeling from this brutal act of violence. And FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino said on social media that Bureau officials were responding to provide any necessary support. Jill Nato, Fox News.
President Trump is meeting with world leaders in Scotland today to discuss potential trade deals with the deadline approaching. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick telling Fox News Sunday he supports the president's tariffs policy.
The president's goal, get those markets open for Americans to export to them. And that growth is going to pay for everything. It makes Americans richer. And, of course, our tax revenues go up the right way by Americans making more money by winning in business.
President telling reporters he believes the U.S. has a 50-50 chance at landing a new trade deal with the European Union. The Israeli military has begun a limited pause in fighting in 3 populated areas in Gaza for 10 hours a day. It's part of a series of steps, including multiple airdrops of humanitarian aid as concerns over the surging hunger in Gaza mount. Experts have warned for months of the risk of famine in Gaza, where Israel has restricted aid because it says Hamas siphons off the goods to help bolster its rule without providing any evidence for that claim. America is listening to Fox News.
Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The Voices America trusts. Download it now.
It's time to take the quiz.
It's 5 questions in less than 5 minutes. We asked people on the streets of New York City to play along. Let's see how you do.
What is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends?
Mel's Diner.
Central Perk. The answer? Central Perk.
Either way, you can always try again tomorrow. Take the quiz every day at thequiz.fox, then come back here to see how you did.
And thank you for taking the quiz.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Heat was a huge factor this past week. Cloudy and 85 degrees. I'm Jake McDaniel, and here's what's trending at 12:03. But warm conditions are expected to continue. Aaron Updike with the National Weather Service has what you should look out for on Monday and Tuesday.
Temperatures in the low 90s and humidity again up there, so we're getting heat index values again and above 100.
Later on in the week,
we start getting increases of thunderstorm chances, and so that increases the uncertainty of how hot we'll get, because if we get thunderstorms in the afternoon, it just limits the ability of the atmosphere to get above that 90-degree temperature.
And Updike says towards the weekend, expect a cool down. A police station on the northwest side of Indiana was shot on Saturday morning. How about that? Michigan City Police say it happened before 3:30, and while 2 men were targeted near a gas station on East Michigan Boulevard, neither was injured, but the police station took several shots with damage reported to the main lobby door and a window. In a letter from the Indianapolis Office of Public Health and Safety, they said the homeless encampment in Fountain Square near I-65 will be closed to camping and storing personal property effective mid-August. Homeowners near the site have expressed their concerns about the growing encampment and the violence as well as drug use in the area.
I've been put in a situation where I had to go to the mission and all that because I couldn't afford the cost of living because it's too high.
Indy native Reggie Johnson talking to Wish TV. Homelessness in Indianapolis has increased by 7% last year. News time, 12:04, your American Standard Cooling Weather Center forecast.
Another heat advisory in place for today. Partly cloudy skies. Isolated rain chances in the morning become more scattered in the afternoon. Not everyone gets rain. High temperatures in the upper 80s. I'm Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Welcome, race day. Welcome, race fans. Brickyard 400 at 2 o'clock at IMS. Indiana native Chase Briscoe sits on the pole for today's race. You know where he's from? In the great state of Indiana? Name any place.
Brazil. That's,
No,
first of
but
all,
you're
it's
warm.
Brazil. No, Valparaiso.
He's warm. No, nope. I
Oh,
can't
it's
remember
south?
if you're warm. South.
Milan.
Not Milan.
Bloomington?
I bet you mean Milan.
Northern Du Bois.
Oh, no, that's only the sheriff's. Okay.
Lagudi. No.
Lagudi? That was good.
Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
Indiana.
The home of Gus
Beautiful
Grissom.
way. Isn't that around, what is that, French Lick?
It's south of Bedford,
Bedford?
and they make school buses there.
It sure is.
But
I didn't know that.
That's where Gus Grissom grew up.
Yes. Oh, thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. Well,
I should have remembered that. Terry here, Denny here, Kielynn here, and Matt Bear.
Hello.
Oh, I like the way we did that. I went low and you went high. Let's do it again.
good.
Ready, go.
Matt Bear.
No. Oh, wait. I'm going to go low, you go high. Ready, go.
Enough.
Ready, Matt Bear. Wait, 1, 2, 3.
Happy
Terry
Gilmore is
Bear.
gone.
We can't
Wait, when do I say hello?
I don't know.
I
Hi,
forgot
Matt.
you're here.
Oh, yes, yeah.
These two get liquored up at the breaks.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
let me
that
tell you,
was a
Chase.
thing.
Chase was so excited yesterday when he was announced the pole sitter. Yeah.
All right, race fans, give it up for Indiana's own Chase Briscoe, the pole for the Brickyard 400 coming up on Sunday. How does that sound? I hear that. Your home state, and now you're going to lead this field of green. How does that sound? I hear that.
At the
Your
IMS.
home state, and now you're going to lead this field of green.
Yeah, truthfully, I'm holding back tears. It's just so cool every time I get to come here to, just feel the support. I obviously race a lot of other racetracks, but there's no other track that gives me the love and support this place does. So just so proud to be a Hoosier, be from the state of Indiana. This state, gets behind their drivers better than anywhere else. So yeah, hopefully can, put on a show for all the Hoosier fans tomorrow. It's going to be really, really special just, leading this field to green. But definitely want to win tomorrow. There'd be nothing cooler than winning the Brickyard 400. So yeah, hopefully we can do it.
I think he can. I think it might be his year.
Good for him.
Another Indiana
Now he has a 3-year-old son. Is that right?
3-year-old Brooks. Brooks is his name. Colts fans, they went out to camp last week, Matthew, and, did all the things. And it's just a cool story.
The thing I really appreciated about that is I'm not like the biggest NASCAR fan in the world,
right.
but because of his Indiana connection and because he was just so much gratitude loaded in that, it was so emotional, and you were like, yes, he cares. So I watched that video a couple of times. I mean, it's kind of like how Indianapolis sports and Indianapolis racing just it has this tendency to transcend just the sport that they're doing and reach out and touch other people in
That's
other
really
ways.
well said.
It's
That's
really
exactly
cool.
right,
No, I dug
Matthew.
it. I was like, yeah, good on this guy. He's doing his dream right now.
I know. And look at Matt. Matt is actually wearing, because the Grand Marshal this year is Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
And you're actually wearing Cookie Monster blue.
I did. I wore my Cookie Monster shirt today. It doesn't have the logo because I've had it since I was 5 and it washed off in the washing machine. But yeah,
Can you imagine how hot Cookie Monster is?
he's like, I'm quitting.
Don't know that he's going to smell much like cookies.
No more cookies.
Can you imagine what that cost him?
Oh,
Lord, what, do I have to watch this again?
Matt, Denny was making fun of my Cookie Monster impression. Can you do it any better?
Denny.
I know.
Let's hear it. Okay, do it again.
Cookie. I can't do it again.
Do it an octave lower.
Lower.
Cookie.
You go low, I go high.
Oh, well, that was good, Denny. I'm sorry, that was me. Do it
Let's have a
again.
cookie
Ready?
off. Let's see whose is better, Kylan's or Denny's.
All right.
Okay, go. Kyelynn.
Cookie.
That's good.
Denny.
Brought it up.
Cookie. That's good,
Oh,
too.
I think it's Denny. I mean, I love Kielynn
Sorry.
with all my heart, but she's like
no,
Mrs. Cookie Monster.
All right. Matthew D.
Okay.
When we're going
we got to
around,
hurry, Denny, because we got a veteran coming up.
Oh, my gosh, you're
Let's
right.
do the veteran. I was just going to ask about 465 because it brings me the lab.
Are you going to stay with us for a little bit?
Yeah,
anyway?
absolutely. I'd love
Okay,
to. Thank
Matt'll
you
be
for the
here
invite.
because the veteran's waiting out at the track for us.
Oh, okay. Let's
This
go.
is a really cool story. What is it? Well, you'll hear next. There was something pretty special happened to an Indiana veteran just about an hour ago, and he's going to talk to us, a Navy veteran, here in just a few minutes. So we'll take a break. Thanks for being here, everybody, that are listening, that are watching, and to Matt. Okay, bye.
Comcast business.
It is
Yeah, I woke up
12:16.
feeling grateful, thankful, everything that I pray for came so. I be feeling so grateful.
Love this song, Kielynn. Thank you for playing it.
Feeling so grateful.
It's a grateful Sunday.
Feeling grateful, thankful.
First day, July 27th, Terri Stacy. It's a race day. Brickyard 400, 2 o'clock today at IMS. We've got Indy native Chase Briscoe sitting on the pole for today's race, but there were some really cool pre-race festivities this morning. And thanks to the National Auto Body Council Recycled Rides program, along with Allstate, Gerber Collision and Glass, and PPG, our next guests receive a fantastic, much-needed gift. And joining us now from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is Scott Priest, United States Navy veteran from right here in Indy. Scott, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you guys?
I'm good. Is it hot? You know what? Here's something everybody says. Is it hot enough for you?
Absolutely.
Have you experienced anything hotter than what you're experiencing at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? You served, where did you serve? You served in where?
I served in, I was over in the Persian Gulf, the very first one, from 1990 to 91.
To 91. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your
welcome.
service. And also for taking time as we get set for the Brickyard 400. Have you ever been to the track?
This is my first time here.
Oh, my gosh. What a great.
Yeah.
Well, let me say that all of us that go to the track on a regular basis, we don't all get 2022 refurbished Chevys that look like the one you got. It's a beauty.
Tell us about what happened just a little while ago, Scott.
Well, you know, it's I got a 2022 Chevy Blazer that looks outstanding. I mean, I don't think I could have asked. Did you guys see the wheels on my car?
Yes, it's
See the wheels
showroom quality.
No, wait a minute. Everybody explain, because not everybody has seen it. Scott, explain what the wheels look like.
Well, they had red accents on them. I mean, it looked like a race car. I mean, it really did. I mean, the Gerber Collision and Glass did an outstanding job on refurbishing my car.
Oh, my
gosh. I don't think I could have asked for anything better.
So, Scotty,
and the interior, the seats were comfortable. Oh, my gosh.
So, Scotty, you've been taking public transportation to work at Second Helpings. And
no, not at Second Helping, sir. I work at Avenues Recovery Center.
Oh, Avenues Recovery Center. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. It's
My
an inpatient drug and alcohol treatment center.
Good for you. But you've been taking public transportation to get there. What change in your life will this be for you?
Oh, man. It'll give me the opportunity to spend more time with my dog, and it'll give me an opportunity to get my business started. You know, that's what I really want to do. I want to have a dog food company. I want to be like Farmer's Dog, except for bigger.
Oh, wow. What a great idea. I mean, that's awesome that you obviously you have a dog, you know about dog food, right? So you're thinking you need something. What are you looking for in a good dog food?
Oh, I look for number one, first and foremost, the protein. Number two, the vitamins and the nutritional value of the dog food.
No sugar.
And since I cook all my dog's food for her, she's spoiled, and I'm glad for it too.
Gosh, I love it. We'll talk more about your business in a minute. Meet Matt Bear. Matt.
Hey, Scott, Matt Bear. I do traffic here on WIBC. How are you, man?
Many other things.
Oh, man, I'm going to be probably listening to you a lot for the traffic report.
That's great.
Don't go on Georgetown Road. That's all you need to know. Scott, I appreciate all the good that's happening to you here today, and I'm excited for you. Your first trip to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and everything. But you know, we're talking about this a little bit, and you've come a long way. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Just some of the growth you've had since you've been working with some of these veterans groups and your recovery, your job at the recovery center. You want to talk about some of the things you've come through?
Oh yeah, big shout out to Avenues, man. All the clients there, all my coworkers. You know, it's a blessing to work for Avenues, because it's I'm in recovery myself, and I know what it's like to have to go to treatment, because I've been there a couple of times, and it's not an easy thing to be away from your family and all your friends and your house, and especially when you have to do inpatient stuff. You know, you're nervous, and it's just it's a whole experience that some people just they don't want to experience it, but they have to.
Scott, one of the things you mentioned.
Get well.
one of the things you mentioned is that you're in recovery, and I'm a recovering alcoholic myself. And I was just kind of thinking about the day you're having and all the good things that happen. Is this what they mean by the promises and a day at a time? I mean, it sounds like this is a pretty good day to be sober.
Oh, man, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, the promises are coming true in my life as of today, you know, and every day of my life that I'm sober. You know, they come true. It's you have to work to be in recovery. It takes what it takes, and just I get to be myself. You know, I love being in recovery. And I'm looking at race cars right now, and it's crazy.
I love it.
That's
beautiful.
I love it.
I'm in a suite, man. I'm in the air conditioning. I'm not having to sweat and be outside.
Yes,
and I just got to meet a NASCAR driver. I got to meet Josh Barrett, the PPG driver. He signed the key to my. He signed the big key to my car, and he signed my hat. Yeah,
that is
it's
really
crazy.
cool. That is really cool.
Do you get to drive it home, or you? What's the deal? They give you a car?
No, I don't. I don't get to drive it home because I don't have insurance on that. But I'm talking to Allstate about my insurance, considering they're the ones that gave me the car.
Oh yeah, I guess
that's right. Them about my insurance.
That's pretty cool.
What an awesome day. A first day at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You've got this car. You've met NASCAR drivers. Have there been any other core memories that have happened so far at the track since your time there?
Oh, yeah. Getting to spend time with my sister and my friends, you know, and getting to be in this nice suite with all these strange people that are congratulating me and saying hi to me.
Well, you mentioned before we let you go, you mentioned that that you'd like to have your own business, and so that business. So, how close are you to actually making that dream come true?
Well, once I get my car, it's going to start coming true real quick. You know.
Yeah.
I'm able to transport supplies. I'm able to find a clean kitchen to cook in, and I'm going to get to work.
That's really cool.
You know,
I love the story.
Starting a business is hard work, and you have to be willing to put forth that effort in order to get that business started.
That's right. That's exactly right. We're going to find out what the name of your business is and how we can learn more. But was it Second Helpings? Did they sponsor you or nominate you for this award of the car?
They nominated me, but I also went through their culinary job training program that they offer there.
There we go.
Okay. Wow. How'd you like that?
I want to say this to all the underemployed and unemployed people that are out there. You know, Second Helpings has a free 7-week training course that they offer by 2 chefs, actual chefs that have worked in the industry. They will help you. They have job placement. They have people there that can instruct you and help you along the way. They did me, and it landed me the job that I got now, and I just I plan on going higher. That's all it takes, man.
Yes.
Got to be willing to put in the work in order to get what you want.
That's right.
I had no idea Second Helpings did that.
They're an incredible
so
organization.
Cool.
Truly an incredible organization that does so much. So we should call you Chef Scott Priest, a veteran of the United States Navy. And he's got, and before we let him go, I've got a room full of people here. Scott, anybody who have any more questions for Scott?
Yeah, just real quick, Scott, how do you get a hold of that Second Helpings program, man? How would somebody go about doing that?
They're located at 1121 Southeastern Street in downtown Indy. The program coordinator to get in contact with, her name is Ashley Berna. She is the one that nominated me for the car.
Okay. Secondhelpings.org, I believe, is what they are.
And Google Second Helpings.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Secondhelpings.org.
Secondhelpings.org. Yes, sir.
I think your dog's a pretty lucky lucky dog.
Oh my
That's all I can
gosh.
say.
Yeah.
Delicious food.
So cool. What's the name of your new business?
The name of my business is going to be Simple Chef's Dog Food.
Simple Chef's Dog Food. You're from right here in Indianapolis, Scott?
No, ma'am. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
From Chicago.
Originally.
Okay, but you're here now in Indianapolis?
Absolutely. India is my home.
Okay. We're glad you're here. Thank you again for your service.
You're a good one, buddy.
Kielynn, Matt, did anybody else before we say goodbye?
No, this made my day. God bless you, Scott. Take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
All right.
Kielynn, anything for Okay.
No. We'll just be on the lookout for Scott Priest.
Yeah. Chef Scott
Absolutely.
Priest. Yeah. Listen, thank you. Thanks for giving us your time. Congratulations on your new vehicle that you'll have to really make this dream come true of your business, your own business. And again, thank you for serving our country, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All righty. It is 12:26. How about that? Live from Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Pretty cool.
And he's going to drive away with a new vehicle because of the help of others and start that business.
He had the help, and now he's doing something with it. I mean, it's the story that we love as Americans. It's that redemption, and there's nothing more beautiful than redemption. And again, that website is secondhelpings.org. I think that's really cool for somebody who's trying to start a career who loves cooking. That would be a great place to go.
Too.
And God bless Allstate. Yeah. And the collision repair people that really helped to put it all together.
That's right.
What a great idea.
Gerber Recycled Rides, that program in 2007, and they've done so much, donating more than 3,500 vehicles valued at some $51 million. So everybody chipping in to make dreams come true. And Scott, thank you for your time today. We're going to take a break. Kielynn, I've lost what's happening next?
We're going to have a little show and tell.
Oh, it's show and tell with Ethan. Ethan's show and tell is coming up.
Yes.
Ethan Hatcher. You hear him on Saturday nights on The Circle. He's brought, I believe, something large and long. Okay, we'll hear about that after the news on 93 WIBC.
Are you tired of high cable
32 on a hot Sunday. But 78 coming on Friday. 78 will be our high when they open the gates at the Indiana State Fair.
I'm sorry, I just don't believe you.
Oh, it's a truth. I'm Terry. Denny, Kielynn is here. Matt Bear is here.
Hello.
Ethan, we're going to look at his big sword in a minute. But you got traffic? What's happening?
Yeah, right now, Denny wants to know something about 465, but I do want to let everybody know northbound 65 on the south side will reopen tomorrow morning.
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh,
There
really?
we go.
Okay.
Bingo, bango,
Yeah.
bongo.
I am Nostradamus of traffic. I see the future. It's an awful closure and one that puts a lot of people on Madison Avenue. Between
Which is going to
downtown.
close sometime soon, right? Too? They're going to do Madison Avenue.
It's the only street that's not closed right now, so we got to close it eventually. No, it's under construction from downtown up to about Troy Avenue, that area. So people are rerouting into this construction right now. So it's awful closure, and we've known that we were going to have these weekend closures of 65 through July and August. A couple of them got rained down, so I would expect some in September as well. But this one specifically scheduled to end tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So
there you go. Nothing new. Nothing. I mean, that's good. That's good news for some of you. But anyway, okay. So Matt is here, and Ethan Hatcher from Saturday Night on. Thank you, Matt. Don't go anywhere. Well, you can if you want. But Ethan's right here next to you, and Ethan. I don't know if you've been a part of this, but this is called Ethan's Show and Tell. And he brings something, and he tells it about. I used to be my favorite thing in school was show and tell. I loved it. And so Matt, he brings us things every other week, and we look at it. And today, and if those of you that are streaming and watching us on YouTube, you're going to get to see Ethan Hatcher's big sword. Wow. Take a look at that.
I think this is possibly the coolest antique in my collection. It's got a fascinating story, both with.
Can we swap you some mics?
Wait a minute, honey, hold on.
Uno momento. It's
Wait a
popping
minute.
out that stupid mic.
Oh, what's wrong with the mic?
I know
I
it.
don't know.
I know it.
Gosh.
Let's try this. Are we working?
I love it.
Are we working now?
Look
Okay.
at that.
It doesn't
I'm
like
sorry.
people wearing hats.
Maybe so.
Okay, so yeah, this is what I think is by far my coolest antique, and I figure we can tell its story
Please.
in two halves.
Now,
We
wait a
can-
minute. It looks like something from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
It is much older than Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is about 2,000 years old, Denny.
That's the oldest one in the room.
Did you
Yes.
find it in your backyard?
I found it in Pennsylvania, but I want to divide this story into two halves if we can. First,
Please.
I can talk about the history of the Han Dynasty, where this comes from, and then we can talk about how I found it, where I found it, and how it was authenticated. Does
Let's
that sound
go.
good?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is a very brief run through of the Han Dynasty. This is 400 years of history condensed into a few paragraphs.
Okay.
But the Han Dynasty was the longest lasting imperial empire to rule over unified China. It formed the backbone of the largest Chinese ethnic group that still exists today, the Han. Most people in China will identify as being Han Chinese. The empire lasted from 202 BC to 220 AD, over 400 years. It was preceded by the Qin Dynasty from 221 to 206 BC, and that was considered the first imperial Chinese empire. The Han Dynasty was founded by Liu Bang, who was born as an impoverished peasant farmer and then worked his way up all the way to become emperor. And he
peasant farmer.
A peasant farmer.
Are you grow peasant, or are we talking about? Am I
He was
thinking
born
of
a peasant because of the very entrenched and enforced class system in China.
Okay.
So Liu Bang had a very fascinating life, and he rose to power during the Qin Civil War. He made peace with the Zhangyu nomadic raiders to the north and agreed to treat them as equals. He paid annual tributes in wine, noblewomen, and other luxury goods. It was humiliating.
Noble women.
Well, yeah, because you got to give them to those nomadic raiding warlords.
Keep them wise.
It was humiliating, but it was a lot cheaper than constantly dealing with their raids, and this allowed the Han Empire to flourish both in population and in their economy in a way that no Chinese kingdom had prior to that point. It was briefly disrupted by the Red Eyebrow Uprising, which was mostly due to the policies of corrupt Emperor Wang Mang, who increased state-run monopolies.
You're making this stuff up.
Well, he said red eyebrow
with the
people.
red eyebrows.
Red eyebrow people.
Well, they would
what part of New Orleans were these Chinese from?
They would paint their eyebrows red to distinguish themselves as rebels versus the Chinese government at the time.
That's pretty simple to
I know. I still think he's making it up.
They were protesting these state-run monopolies that completely devastated the peasant economy. They increased it from 2 monopolies to 8, which included liquor, salt, ironwork, coinage, forestry, and fishing. So there's basically no economy left for your peasant folk, and that's why they rose
Okay,
up.
not to push you along, but this dagger has a green tint to it, so that tells me there's some copper in there. What is it made of?
This is made of bronze, actually. This is
so there's copper in there then.
Yeah, this is the heart of the Bronze Age, 2,000 years old.
What's the little one? What's the little
That's
guy?
the handle. It broke.
Oh,
it's heartbreaking.
Now it's worth nothing.
Okay, so well, it's not worth nothing, but
Is it worth getting it fixed, or would that tarnish the valuable
I did get
antique
it
of-
fixed, and it broke in shipping
Oh,
again.
no.
Yes.
You know what? That might be a cursed sword.
This is a heartbreaking story. I found this at an antique shop in Pennsylvania. So the story of how this went from Han Dynasty China 2,000 years ago to an antique shop in Pennsylvania would be a fascinating story in and of itself.
How did it happen?
Don't know. I was just the beneficiary of a very happy accident and people who had no idea what they were selling.
handed down through generations.
That green tint that you're talking about, Denny Smith, there's only one way that bronze turns this color, and that's by marching through time. You can't really chemically replicate the modded green color in this way. So that told me right away that this was an object of, some considerable value. But my problem was authenticating it out here in the middle of Indiana. I went to different appraisers who said that it was likely a forgery because what are the odds of you running across a legitimate, ancient antique? I tried to take this to the Indiana State Museum, and the curator there was very helpful, but his knowledge base had nothing to do with the Chinese Empire. Then I tried to take it to the IMA, the Indianapolis Art Museum, and those people, they're a bunch of snobs. They turned me away at the door. They refused to even look at it. They said,
Ethan, we do not offer appraisals to antiques. If you wish to make a donation to our collection, we may be able to verify its authenticity, but until such time...
I'm sorry you were treated that way. Have you ever gone to Chicago or Cleveland?
I ended up mailing this to an ancient artifact dealer in Colorado, and that's how it broke.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Don't buy a lottery ticket today, Ethan.
Such a heartbreaking
Gosh,
journey.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'd shipped so many things
I know you
completely intact.
Big
and
things,
then,
little things.
Yes, and then this one unfortunately snapped right at the handle during its journey. But they were able to authenticate it.
Oh, there you go.
With an XRF. Now, what that is a X-ray fluorescent device that penetrates through the metal, and then it can tell you what the composition of this is.
Sort of like a carbon dating test, but different.
Kinda. And then based on the composition of the metal can tell you when it was made, because there are, impurities and imperfections, and then also trace elements that may or may not have existed during the time. So if it's a forgery, there'll be other elements.
It really is a piece of work, and realize that they have to fire this to get there. This is all done in a molten state that they've done all this calligraphy on here. I don't even know what else to
Here,
call
take
it.
a look at it, Denny. I mean, beautiful work in the carving. But unfortunately, it broke during shipping, and that's heartbreaking. But it is still an ancient item, and I am privileged to have it in my collection.
How do you say "oh crap" in Chinese? I mean, that would break your heart to see that.
Well, it would. It would break your heart. But, I'm a believer that some things like this, Ethan, are cursed.
Well, I've had nothing but good luck since I got this. I've got a lot of cool antiques
I know
since
you
then.
do, but you hear about from time to time. Sometimes this stuff is holding on to spirits, and they might not like you. And so it just decided, or maybe it did like you and it just didn't want to go bye-bye for a while. It just decided it's telling you, I think it's speaking to you.
It's very likely due to the ornamentation of this object that it was possessed by some member of the court or Chinese nobility, because this there's a lot of craftsmanship that went into this.
It really is beautiful.
Yeah.
Denny is handing around again. This is Ethan Hatcher's show and tell that we've started to because Ethan has a lot of cool things and finds a lot of cool things, and maybe some of you are collectors too. But this is pretty awesome. Another nice piece. Unfortunately, it's broken and it's worth about 10 cents.
The etching in that blade is
So does anybody want to call right now, 239-9393, if you'd like to buy it?
It's not for sale, Terry. Not for sale.
We'll start bringing in stuff we can sell.
Everything is for sale, Ethan.
All right.
I can tell you a little bit more history about the Han Empire.
How much time, Kyla? We got 2. Can you do it in 1 minute?
Yeah, that's
1 minute.
1 minute? Yeah, I think so.
Okay, here we go.
The Red Eyebrow Rebellion was quelled by Liu Zhu. He restored order by pardoning them and then integrating them into the Chinese civil service. They defeated the Xiongnu nomadic raiders and established imperial institutes to train peasants for the civil service and government. And they took control of the eastern half of the Silk Road and traded extensively with the Roman Empire. This was on the back of their mass-produced paper and silk. Paper at this time, of course, was incredibly valuable, and because of the proliferation of writing, it allowed the establishment and the flourishing of the Chinese bureaucracy that continued to dominate for thousands of years.
You know, in that light, your eyebrows look a little red.
Well, it's very hot outside.
Yeah.
They're on fire. Your eyebrows are on fire. Denny, anything else were you trying to say?
No, I
something?
just thought it was interesting that they integrated them. They didn't integrate them by giving them women and whiskey. They integrated them with jobs. You know, it was an economic ploy. That was really pretty smart.
Well, that's what they wanted. They felt excluded by the economic policies of the previous emperor, and so this was kind of a make-good
Thanks for coming by, buddy.
Thanks for having me on.
Ethan Hatcher, Saturday Nights on the Circle, starts at 9 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
7 to 9.
7 to 9 on Saturdays.
Thanks for having me in, guys.
Thank you and your big sword. All right, coming up, it's Food News, 93 WIBC.
Home sales activity is good.
48, by the way, Terri Stacy, Denny Smith, Ethan Hatcher still hanging out, Kielynn Talley here, producing the show.
Being the younger generation in this room, I have to update you on some TikTok trends. Obviously, this song, Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. Have you, Denny? I know. You're just going to have to listen to the whole thing. But regardless.
I know Ethan likes this kind of music.
Yeah. So this song, Man Child, they've been doing trends all around for it. And that part, right?
Stupid. Or is it slow?
Okay. So that part, they've been doing it to many different things. And Sophie Cunningham, the Fever player, posted this part of the song. And her caption was at some refs because they are
stupid. Or is it
I like her style.
well, the rest did not. The league fined her $500 for it.
Best money she's ever spent.
Oh, yeah. She was laughing about it on Twitter/X. I got fined $500 for this TikTok. I don't know why this is funny to me. Like, okay, you got it, bud, because there's not more important things to be worried about with our league right now. Okay.
Yeah, like clean up the officiating.
Well, whatever.
Hey, listen, I saw that Caitlin Clark's. Did you see her rookie card? Was it a rookie card? Her rookie trading card on Thursday. Highest selling woman's sports card of all time. $666,000. $660,000 for her rookie card.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
a lot. I mean, it just kind of shows you, women's sports in general, but Caitlin Clark, wow.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know
out
that
of
I
here.
can ever remember hearing
world.
about a female's trading card going for that kind of money.
It'd be interesting to find out how that will develop over the next few years.
Yeah.
It's only going up, hopefully. Hey, Fever game is today
3 o'clock.
against the Chicago Sky. Yep, and it's going to be here on 93 WIBC while the Brickyard 400 is over on our sister station. So tune in here for the pregame broadcast beginning at 2:45. Our very own Network Indiana's very own Nathaniel Finch will be running the whole broadcast, the pregame broadcast. So tune in 2:45. Let's get to some food news, shall we?
Yes, it's about time.
Okay. I do actually have some very fun food news that I saw.
Did you bring us anything to eat?
No, you've got a cookie.
Well, wait a minute.
Eat your cookie, Terry. Eat your cookie.
That cookie came from my mama.
It sure did, and it's a good cookie. The Cookie Monster would be proud.
You've got one job, and that's to feed us on Sunday, and now you're giving us cookies.
Fired!
All right.
You're out of here. Last week we talked about National Ice Cream Day, right? And my phone must have been listening. I'm sure yours is too, because my feed has been all things ice cream, including a new study that is suggesting that eating ice cream in moderation may actually support heart health.
When you said cause, you meant support.
Run it back.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to support heart health. One of the studies, the researcher found that among diabetics, eating half a cup of ice cream a day was associated with lower risk of heart problems. That's a pretty good sign to me. Moderation.
A half a cup of something would fit in your hand.
It's not much.
That's
I say it's 4 licks.
A little baby scoop.
Honestly, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how much did you say?
Are you the owl
cup?
now?
Quarter.
How many licks to the?
I don't know, but that's
cup?
like saying alcohol's good for you, and they give you a teaspoon.
Well, that's what they say about wine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, it's all everything.
Moderation, because that's what I would lead into. I'd go a little bit overboard.
But you didn't even bring ice cream?
No, we did give
Denny,
you
I brought ice cream last week. What the hell's going on around here? No respect at all.
Yeah.
Although, some other food news. Indiana ice cream was ranked on Yelp being in the top 100 of the whole country. Number 64 coming in at Danny's Mexican ice cream. And then number 40 was Sunday's homemade ice cream. We talked about them last week. They were part of Moo and Lou's ice cream frozen treats. And I want to say for a moment, you need to go and vote for them because they are in round 3 of this 64 tournament to win the title of America's Best Ice Cream. You can go and vote for them at the64, THE64.com, and vote for them to get them into the next round. I mean, round 3 out of 64.
It's pretty
people,
good.
That's it. Hey, we're going. We're on the way. You saw the Cookie Monster is obviously going to be the Grand Marshal for the Brickyard 400.
I bet he brought cookies.
Oh man, I bet they're good ones too. He's going to be making some other stops if you're not going to the Brickyard 400. This is part of the Sesame Street road trip. They're going to be at the Fort Wayne Tin Caps August 17th. So if you want to mark your calendar, you can go over and do a little character greeting. There will be some giveaways and in stadium.
I don't
all
want
the
to
games
ruin
and
this
stuff.
wonderful foodless segment, but can you imagine what
Denny.
Cookie Monster's going to smell? He's going to smell like gym socks
That's
from
what I
a
said.
wrestling
It's gonna
tournament.
be a tough day for Cookie Monster.
It would be a cookie crumble trail to him.
Look at
That'd be so cute. The Pepsi Challenge is also happening at the Brickyard 400. If you haven't heard about this, it kicked off during the Super Bowl, and they're testing if Pepsi Zero Sugar tastes better than Coke Zero Sugar. As if we need more competition between these two brands. Here we are, right back again.
Indiana will kill me for this, but I'm glad we're getting away from corn syrup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fructose and corn syrup. I'm glad to see the sugar come
but
back.
it's really, I think somebody has said that whether it's sugar or I know Trump wants us to have sugar back in the Coke, right? In the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's what we used to call Mexican Coke.
Yeah, and you can still find that on the shelves. It's not like that ever went away. You can still
You just have
find
to look
that
for
in
the right
glass
tab.
bottles and look for the tab. But there, doctors have come out this week and said, whether it's corn syrup, fructose, for whatever you call it, or sugar, it's still not great for you.
I've been watching the sugar futures on the commodities markets.
Oh, have you?
Dead low. Has not spooked them at all.
Is
They're not
that
going
right?
I thought immediately that there would be a pop, but there was not.
Nothing.
Pepsi needs to be competing with Coke more. I don't know if you guys have saw their market share has plummeted. They
Now wait
used
a
to be
minute.
neck
We're
and
in
neck.
we're in the middle of this food news. This is
So
important.
that's food news right now.
Foodless news.
Denny, I'm going to come over there.
Pepsi's going down.
You
Coke is
eat,
going up.
eat your Wheaties. At least we got
All
Wheaties
right,
over
all
here.
right. We're going to have to bring it up a little bit. Let's get to some food deals because that's my favorite part.
Okay.
Today,
Happy National Chicken Finger Day, homies. This Sunday, I'm giving
It
away
sure
a
is.
free chicken finger with every box combo.
Snoop Dogg's
Don't tell
everywhere.
my boss Todd. Thank you for switching lanes and choosing Cane's. Can I take your order?
so at Raising Cane's, if you buy a box combo, you can get an extra chicken tender for free on Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
That sounds good to me. This Tuesday is National Chicken Wing Day. And so plenty of brands are going to be taking part in that. Like B-Dubs is doing 75-cent wings. Okay, sure. And then this Wednesday, my favorite, National Cheesecake Day. Half-price cheesecake at the National. They are National Cheesecake Factory at this point. Go to the Cheesecake Factory, get a half-price cheesecake.
That's
delicious.
something.
It's one that I always
that's a
go
deal.
by.
That to me is a deal. If you get a half off of a, it
Make
still
it a
costs
date
you what,
night.
$25?
Oh, Terry, not that bad. Come on, give them some credit.
Well, I'm just so shocked at cake prices.
At least they
When you
have
go
food
get
in their
cake.
studios.
Okay, Denny, you won't go hungry next week.
Are you telling us? Look, she's playing the music. She wants us to be
I know,
done.
gotta say
Hey,
goodbye.
oh my gosh, you have to come to the state fair next Sunday.
Oh,
have
we'll
we
be
gone-
there. Yeah, we'll
At
be
the
there at
dairy
the state
bar.
fair, at the dairy bar, starting at
Yes.
11 a.m., 11 to 1. I
sure will
hope
be.
you'll stop by and see us. Keep our fingers crossed for
Eat
good
some good
temperatures,
food.
too. And be safe out there today. And really, for the next few days, again, we'll get through this, but it's still hot out there. Watch after yourselves and your friends and neighbors and the animals. Have a good day. News is next.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.